Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I thought I'll catch up with Anand today on this interesting news that happened a couple of weeks ago, that India is poised or almost overtaken China and world population, and there are crowds of people celebrating it. There are crowds of people saying it's terrible news. I thought I'll pick Anand's brain from the viewpoint of our economy and our situation far as our development of the country is concerned. Is it good tidings or bad tidings, Anand?
See, first, India is a double hump camel. It's not a single hump camel. Why do I say a double hump camel? Because one large swath of Indian territory has already hit peak population and started to decline. That is the south and the west of the country. You go up to Maharashtra and even Gujarat and come down to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra. But if you look at Karnataka, Andhra, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, the four southern states, the fertility rate has dropped below 1.5. The replacement rate is 2.1. So we are rapidly aging. And the standard of life, and if you look at the per capita income of these four states separately, this will be comparable to China and even better than China. Middle level, will be a mid level country. This is because we adopted family planning early. We concentrated on education. We concentrated on literacy. And literacy and education makes people more productive. Kerala had a labor problem, but the other states prospered enormously. Most of the software which drives India, which gives $250 billion of exports every year, is from these three states. And Kerala is doing up something to bring up the rear there. Also, but Kerala has another advantages because there was a labor issue there. Lot of Malayalis got exported to Gulf,
Yes.
Africa. So the remittance which $100 billion comes to India primarily comes from the southern states. So there are two distinct parts of India, the south and
Is it
the
fair to say, even the state of Karnataka, if you leave Bangalore out, you can put the rest of the state with North
no
India?
no no Mangalore is a very good
Okay.
is a big facility in,
So Mangalore and Bangalore
and then Mysore is also developed,
also developed.
and then you have Hubli Darbad in the north.
Those are equally powerhouses compared to
It's
Mysore and Mangalore.
Bangalore is a powerhouse
Yes.
because of software.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to compare Mangalore. But Mangalore, Mysore, Udupi, and all that.
Bangalore, coastal Karnataka is the place where the education of the Manipal University. The guy who runs Microsoft came from there.
Correct.
So
But in terms of state development, is it on par with the rest of rest of the southern states?
it is, there is no doubt about
There's
it.
no doubt about it. Okay.
Maybe it is slightly lagging in social indicators, but it is,
Okay.
there is no problem.
No problem. Okay.
But the real issue is in northern India, there are four states which create the problems. Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, then you have West Bengal, Jharkhand. Two of the Bimaru states have started to move up. That is Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan are pulling away from the track. And so is Haryana and Punjab. So our big black hole in terms of population is in the states I mentioned before. UP alone will be as populous as a major European country.
True.
So nowhere else in the world is there much so much skewing of numbers.
And is it fair to say that whatever comments you're making, it is not a political comment?
It's not a
It
political.
is a historical.
It's a history. I belong to the Congress. Congress ruled everything till 1980s. So
Yeah, so I just want our audience to know.
Yeah,
This
so
is not a reflection on.
it's not.
Not a reflection of politics.
No. What happened is the leaders of southern India invested more in education, especially primary education. See, if you don't have primary education, you cannot have intermediate and high education.
Fair enough.
So, what the problem in the constitution was, we took higher education into the central list and in the concurrent list, and the lower primary school education was in the state list.
Okay.
The states which invested in education, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra, initially, have just broken out from the rest.
But can I argue saying that this is a remnants of a colonial past?
No,
that
no, no, no.
Because, let me finish, that the British Empire, Raj entered in the southern state and then Calcutta became its capital. So that flank of what you're seeing of education importance and all the missionary work.
then
which
the
is done.
Bengal would have become a big power. Bengal has not. See, I don't want to be political. The noon meal scheme started in South India,
True. Very true.
right? The number of schools being expanded started in South India,
True.
right? These were the first two major push.
These are not political. These are true facts.
These are facts. And the other thing is, South India gave the first licenses to start private colleges
True.
because the state could not
Keep up with the demand.
keep up with the demand. So the private colleges first started in the 70s in Karnataka,
True.
and then moved to Tamil Nadu.
True.
So this and now it's there across the country. It's the private engineering colleges which fed the IT boom.
Correct.
Something like minimum of 5 to 10 crore Indians are either directly or indirectly employed in software,
True.
and we have become a software superpower.
That what created the what do you call the impetus for Congress to open up the economy under Manmohan Singh, because the
No. The Congress opened up the economy, and then what went wrong for Congress is Congress was always in a coalition with the left, so it could not remove the labor laws which still are in existence, which have to be dismantled for manufacturing to grow. So normally what happens is a country starts with agriculture, goes into manufacturing and then services. So, but since he could not free manufacturing, and we have still not freed manufacturing, what you are doing is PL1 is only robo manufacturing.
True.
Manufacturing is making shoes, making apparel in huge scale like what China does, what Bangladesh does,
Vietnam does.
Vietnam does. We are nowhere near that because our labor laws are highly outdated.
Understood.
So what happened is he could not get the communists to sign off on that. So what he did is he abandoned
That plan.
and encouraged services. You already had a educated, I passed out the year before liberalization. So you had a big pool of educated people
But
who
we're
were
all
looking
down south. That is what I'm trying to say.
all down south because they have all the facilities I told you before.
Correct.
And that took off. In fact, they used to say there were 3 M's. Max, middle class and Manmohan Singh, that took off in 91. In 93, Infosys was available for $10.
Correct. That is all rightly what you said. From the
And
1970s.
Dr. Reddy's, he started his company in the 80s. He was from the public sector unit.
True.
So 2 engines of growth have been IT and pharma
From the south.
from the south. And the only place where we have dominated manufacturing is in automobiles, where the component of labor is very small.
True. Very true.
And that is again from south. Madras used to be called the Detroit of South India. Only when Maruti came, state sponsored, Haryana picked up.
Very true.
So this is the case. So what you are seeing is that a large scale migration taking place from north to south. That is why in Tamil Nadu where we live, you find most of the common labor which the average Tamilian does not know.
Yes. Basic services.
Basic services is now being done by the North Indians.
Very true.
So if India has to make a big use of this demography, we need to get the labor laws out. And like what Tirupur is manufacturing is not able to manufacture competitively. Tirupur is a place only in Tamil Nadu. All the labor comes from North India. You need to free that labor laws and manufacture. India can successfully manage a 2000 rupees shirt, but we cannot manufacture a 400 rupees shirt. Mass produce it.
True.
You can stitch a shirt for 400, but you cannot mass produce it. So to mass produce it, you have to move the factories to Uttar Pradesh and Bihar and parts of Bengal. If we can do that, then you will make a big advantage. You will have a tri-engine running where you have low-scale manufacturing, you have services, you have pharma, and the economy will take off.
This is only true, like you correctly said, if these reforms what you're talking about happens.
The reforms
And only
we
the
don't have.
population having bigger than China
Yes,
is a true advantage.
because you will become factory to the world.
True.
We are talking of becoming factory to the world, but not making cell phones which require less people. You need to make shoes and clothes for the rest of the world. You should be a low-cost manufacturer in most things. You have a huge market here. So you make extra for the world. That's how we did well in auto.
True.
You made motorcycles for India, and since you are having the biggest market, you exported outside India.
True. But what lessons can we learn, like something from China, where China did exactly what you said? They became the economy, I mean, the factory for the world. Then they started clamping down on their population growth and their demography changed. They're having an aging, rapidly aging population. If we take this path which you said, and we manage to reform these laws, in a matter of 25 years, are those populations which you said UP and all these are pulling us down, they'll also start rapidly aging. Tamil Nadu will already be much further down the course.
Now the problem is, in India it was not forced contraception. As people became more educated, people stopped having lesser kids. So you have to, we have never done what China did. We tried, the government lost, and we have allowed people to do it on their own. So you are not going to get a gradual drop in, a dramatic drop. You will have a gradual drop like what Germany has.
Okay.
And the biggest, what is going to happen is, if you open up, Bangladesh has a huge population.
True.
They will start moving in. You cannot artificially draw a line and close it. So you will find labor and you will get 50, 60 years like Japan and China to dominate the world. That is all you can do, and that is what the West has done.
True.
But the danger is 3D printing could make that obsolete.
Yes, with the artificial intelligence
and 3D printing, so and robots taking over manufacturing, whether low skill manufacturing jobs are there is something we will know after 15 years. But in this 15 years, if the government wakes up, this is our moment. It's carpe diem, seize the moment. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button, turn on the bell notification, and subscribe to our channel. If you have already done so, kindly send this video to your friends and relatives and ask them to take a look. Thank you for supporting Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.